Hey, how are you? Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It's Nina Lemtier here, the nutrition lifestyle strategist. And I am super excited this week because my members, my clients have been getting incredible progress and success. And I'm going to share that with you later as we progress with this live. I wanted to kind of touch on why your supplements, why your fibroids, if you've got fibroids, or you might have other womb conditions, why your supplements don't, why your fibroids don't care about your supplements. So stick around if you want to know what I mean by that. Stay with me. And if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. Let me know where you're joining from. Drop a heart if 2026 is going to be your year of total traction and transformation, and let me know what your goals are. And how's 2026 going to be for you? For me and my platform, the Womb Care Network, welcome to the ladies actually that have joined today. I've actually got free access joining. So if you're curious to know what we're doing there, click the link in my bio, click on the VIP Womb Care Network, and you've got free access. Actually, I've got that on for the New Year's. And so why your fibroids don't care. Now, for those of you that don't know me, I'm a nutrition strategist, and I found myself in this space because I had to help myself. Nearly 10 years ago, it's been more than 10 years, I was told I probably wouldn't be able to have children, that fibroids was normal, it was normal for Black women. I just needed to see how it kind of went, and didn't get any guidance. Now, my fibroids were as big as a football. One was nearly as big as a football, and I had a partial myomectomy so that I could attempt to have children, because what they wanted to do for me was a hysterectomy. And a hysterectomy is when your uterus is completely removed and you can't carry children yourself naturally. Hi ladies. Hi, Andia. Drop a heart. How's 2026 going to be for you? If 2026 is your year, drop a heart, let me know what your goals are. So I had to seek more answers. It didn't feel normal, the symptoms that I had been experiencing. The fact that most women see fibroids regrow, within 5 years. Even I speak to women that within 6 to 12 months, their fibroids that they've had removed are already growing back and have grown back even bigger. Can you believe that? So I thought this can't be normal. And upon my research, I kind of searched out industry gurus like Patrick Holford, who's written over 50 books on nutrition, and his work on healing from a cellular level with his clients was so inspiring. He was literally helping people reverse cancer through nutrition and holistic living. And I thought, you know what, I need to change. And that's where my journey started. I was addicted to junk food. At my biggest, I was a UK size 26. So I have literally seen it all regarding feeling not happy in your body and feeling like your body's failing you, And when I started on my journey, I was seeing changes that I were finding really interesting. I was on my second pregnancy. That was when I was told my fibroids were significantly smaller. So the fibroids that they left behind. And I thought, wow, so it's working. All that I was doing, I changed careers because what I was doing was really stressful. I was obviously working on my diet. I was supplementing. I was changing my activities, regarding lifestyle, and it was working. And lo and behold, it's been 8 years now. Not only are my fibroids practically non-existent, they're like pea sizes, I've never felt better. In all the years that I've, been on this earth, I've never felt better. I've got 3 children. My youngest is 2. And I can see that what we can do is real. We can help ourselves. We can support our bodies. We can heal. Fibroids do not have to run us into the ground and totally, take away our goals. 2026, we grow stronger with healing. Yes, Andrea, I'm with you on that. Absolutely. We are growing stronger. Absolutely. And we don't have to be a victim, okay? Because you can take control. You just have to make a decision, okay? And you need to be willing to be uncomfortable. You need to be willing to grow, to learn, and go on a new journey with your body. And as long as you're willing to do that, you will see change. Would you believe, just this week, Josanne, before she started my workshop, her consultants couldn't see her ovaries, okay? The fibroids were so big, they were completely blocking her ovaries, both ovaries. Since finishing my workshop, not only can they can clearly see her ovaries, like the same consultants can now see her ovaries. She has no more symptoms. She's never felt better. And she sent a beautiful message to me for Christmas saying, thank you for the year. Thank you for what we've done together. See, that is just it. This is why I do what I do, because you can literally change your story, but you just have to believe that there's another way. Okay, so I wanted to emphasize that if you don't change the foundation, this is why I said fibroids don't care about your supplements. You could be taking the most expensive supplements. You could be taking, all that you've been recommended maybe. But if your foundation is wrong, if your foundation isn't right, your body's not even absorbing those supplements, right? Drop a heart if you've been taking supplements and you've not seen any real change. Maybe you've been trying for a couple of years. Let me know, because what I often see with my clients is they have tried everything and they think there's nothing else left to try. And I basically break down to them that we're not even going to start with supplements. We need to get your foundation right. We need to get your foundation right, because if we don't get the foundation right, there is no supplement that is even going to get into your system at this point. So we first need to run tests to see what is going on. We need to see where the imbalances are, the deficiencies are, where chronic issues have been there for years. It's not your fault, but we need to identify that, okay? There is a process before you even start supplements. So that's what I do with my clients, and this is why they get results. So who dropped a heart? Andy, no, that was before. Pink Stars, you've dropped a heart. So how long have you been taking supplements? What's your experience been so far? And honestly, ladies, it's not your fault. I'm not here to make you feel bad. Honestly, I'm just here to highlight a point that a lot of companies won't want you to understand. They'll just say, buy this, shrink your fibroids with this. They won't care to understand what your foundation looks like. They're just going to say, buy this, try this, And the truth is, it's not going to work if you don't get the foundation right. So I'm looking for 10 women, okay? 10 women, serious women, that will go through a qualification process. That I will have to qualify you, because the truth is, not my program doesn't work for every woman. Yeah, you do have to meet certain criteria. But if you're serious and you want to change your life, you want 2026 to be a whole different you want to start seeing serious results, then drop me a DM. Comment below change, and I will send you the application form, okay? Because I'm looking for 10 women that want to change their lives. I'm running a challenge. I've got 2 challenges. I've got one that's free, okay? And this one will get you an exposure to what's possible, okay? Because we focus on the foundation, but I don't do kind of a deeper level of kind of tests and things. But what I'm doing as well, I'm doing another challenge where I'm going to do a full protocol. It's going to be like my workshop, but it's not going to be like for the full 4 months. But what we're going to cover is the foundation and testing. And normally this is from £3,000 upwards. But I'm actually looking for 10 women that want to work with me for 8 weeks. We're going to do the testing. We're going to get the foundation right, and you're going to get results. you will see your fibroids reduce. Okay, this is what happens with my clients. You'll see inflammation come down. Your symptoms will reduce significantly. Your mental clarity will improve significantly. And we will get you guaranteed in a whole new place. Okay, so that your supplements can work. Right? This is the point. 10 women, okay, for that program. And it's just going to be £1,000. Just £1,000 for an 8-week program that includes your full testing. And I'm going to work with you. We're going to do a full understanding of what's wrong. And then we're going to put a plan in place for you to follow to get it right. Okay, that's what we're going to do. And only 10 spaces are available because I've got 3 kids. One is 2. They're all under 10. And I've got my existing clients and I've got my network. So I'm very limited with my time. So I've only got 10 spaces for that. But if you're serious and you really want change, then comment below change, drop me a message, change, and I'll send you the application form. Pink Stars, since October, you had surgery. January 21st, right, January 21st, that would have been last year, to remove them, but also doing a hysterectomy. Oh, really? So the surgery, was that the hysterectomy that you had done in January, or was you've done the surgery and then you've done a hysterectomy? Please, could you just clarify that? Hi, ladies that have just joined. Hi, Genesis. How are you over in Los Angeles? I think that's where you are. How are you progressing? And I hope you've had a good Christmas. Ladies that just join in, drop a heart if 2026 is going to be your year of serious transformation and progress and be, a totally winning year. And let me know where you're joining from as well. It's always nice to know where you all are. Now, obviously you can watch the replay, but my point is for this session is your fibroids don't care about your supplements if the foundation is not right. Okay, you could take the best supplements. Companies will tell you, just take this, but they're not interested to know how your foundation is. And if your foundation isn't right, your body will not absorb the supplements. And that is the truth. Okay, it might sound a bit harsh, but it's the truth. I see it all the time. And this is why women can try different things for years and then they work with me and they see results within 2 months. Within 3 months, they're blown away. Okay, you just found out in October a hysterectomy is scheduled for this January. Oh, really? Oh, really? So how do you feel about that? Are you having significant symptoms that is kind of justifying a hysterectomy? How did the hysterectomy route come about? I'm curious to know. And also, if you want to continue the conversation, Pink Stars, I do offer free consultations as well. So, we could definitely discuss your options. And also, I actually was working with a lady called Anita who she had decided she wanted a hysterectomy because of the trauma that she'd been through with the her healthcare providers, and she was able to not have a open cut hysterectomy. She was able to have a laparoscopic hysterectomy, and they actually took the uterus out through her vagina. So this meant it was very, very low invasive. And she was able to do that because she completed my workshop. We eliminated all her symptoms. We shrunk the fibroids so that they were able to go in that way. So if you don't want a huge incision, I don't know, obviously, the details of what is being prepared for you, but you do have options to prepare before surgery so that you don't have to have maybe the most invasive route, and then your recovery will also be a lot faster. Like, she's doing so well within like the first week of the procedure. So drop me a message, we can continue the conversation. Obviously, if you're not comfortable talking on here, I totally understand. Hi ladies, I was just talking about the power of getting your foundation right. I did release an offer watch this video again if you want to hear it. It's really exciting because I know that everything starts with the foundation of your body, your system. If you don't get that right, you could take the most expensive supplements. You will just be in a really frustrating loop of lack of progress and feeling like your body's failing you. Okay, so don't give up. 2026 is our year, right? And I'm just so proud of your bravery and just not giving up and showing up for yourself. If you want to know more, I've got free access into my wound care network. So just click the link in my bio and click on the VIP and you can get access for free and decide whether it's something you want to continue with. And I will see you soon. So do we need to meet up with you in person if we are in the 10 women you pick? No, we would work completely remotely. Ashu, I actually have clients all over the world, Saudi Arabia, France, where else? Ukraine, dotted all over the world. So we work remotely, and the testing is also done remotely. So the organizations I work with are international. So we're able to send the kits out to you and vice versa. So everything's done remotely. Okay. Okay, Pink Stars, that's absolutely fine. Please do. Oh, thank you, Think Tenacity. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Bella, of course. Yeah, I hope you had a lovely Christmas, Bella. Thank you so much. So much love to you. Thank you. And thanks for all that you're doing in the mental health space. You are incredible. You're welcome. So it's only 10 ladies for the women that are joining. I'm looking for 10 serious women. Rewatch this video, comment below where you're joining from, and let's have an incredible 2026. Take care. Bye for now.